Hey everyone, so this is a little bit different of a video. Today in this video I actually got the idea to do this because Sheba and I got 1,000 followers on Instagram, which is awesome. I never would have thought that many people wanted to follow our crazy story. But one, to answer a whole bunch of questions and also celebrate that I am doing a video that I plan on titling All About Sheba. And then I'm also answering some of the questions from the guide dog tag here on YouTube that I'm not already answering in the All About Sheba part. So the area might look a little different, and that is because Sheba and I are currently home on spring break. So this is the room I grew up in, and Sheba is laying here next to me on my bed. So let's go ahead and get started. For the basics of Sheba, so obviously my guide dog's name is Sheba. She is a female black Labrador Retriever. She is almost 3.5. Her birthday is October 22nd, 2013. So yeah, approximately 3.5, not quite. And did I say what you were? Yeah, I did. And she is from the Guide Dog Foundation for the Blind in Smithtown, New York. Frequently asked questions I get about Sheba are, how old was I when I got her? And I got Sheba a little over a month after I graduated from high school, and I was 18 years old. That was in June of 2015. How long will Sheba work? This question is a little bit more difficult to answer because really you don't know. The average, I believe, is anywhere from 6 to 8 years, but anything could happen in that time frame where Sheba would be retired. But yeah, the average is 6 to 8 years depending on how things go. So once she's done working, where will she go? So when Sheba is done working, if my living situation isn't one where I can have a pet dog, then she will come back and live with my parents here. And if I didn't have someone who was willing to take her, I actually have a whole list of people who are willing to take her, but if I wasn't able to find someone, her school would be able to do that for us. They have a whole list of people who are willing to take dogs, and the first person who would have the opportunity to take her, if I couldn't find a place for her, would be her puppy raiser. Is Sheba your first dog? Yes, Sheba is my first dog. And what did I use before I got her? So before I got her, I used a cane, and I actually forgot to grab it before sitting down to do this, so I will show that to you at the end. Does Sheba ever get to play? Yes, Sheba gets to play when she's not working. So if she's not in harness and we're at home, she can, for the most part, just kind of be a regular dog. She still does have to follow some rules, but she has free reign of her toys and she loves to play. Where can Sheba go with you? So Sheba can go anywhere the general public is allowed. So an example I like to use a lot is the general public is allowed in the seating area of a restaurant, but the general public isn't allowed back in the kitchen. So Sheba could be in the seating area of a restaurant, but she can't be in the kitchen, just like anyone off the street can't be in the kitchen. Other places would be anywhere that is sterile, like a operating room, or places where personal protective equipment are required. And so we need a way to keep Sheba safe, and so it's easier just to have her not put in that situation. Is there anywhere I don't take Sheba? So I don't take Sheba if it is a very late night thing and she's worked all day. So I think of when I was a camp counselor this summer, I worked with her alongside me from about 7 a.m. to 10:30, 11 p.m. and then I would let her go in and go to bed, and then I would still go out and do some things. Another time would be I went to a concert, and obviously concerts aren't entirely dog friendly, especially an outdoor one. So Sheba stayed back. How does Sheba find things? So for Sheba finding stairs and doors and elevators, that is all stuff that she was taught while in training at guide dog school. And so they teach that with a clicker, and I can show you that at the end of the video also. And you target and name different items. For her finding coffee and the bathroom and that type of stuff, I honestly never taught her those things, but I'm just a very verbal person, and so a lot of times when I do something, I like say, okay, let's go get coffee. And so she picked up on what something was called. Same thing with the bathroom. I would just always make comments, and she figured it out. And then we think she does the bathroom based off of smell, and the same with coffee. But I don't actually know, and I haven't asked her trainer. My favorite quirk of Sheba's would definitely be when she snorts at me. So Sheba likes to be sassy, and when you either are taking too long to do something or she gets excited, she snorts, and it's pretty funny. So Sheba's favorite things would be the find command, so finding just about anything. As far as food that's not kibble, she only gets these things on occasion, but she loves apples and carrots and bananas and cream cheese, ice cream, and coconut oil. But she doesn't get them very often, but when she gets them, she loves them. Her favorite toys would be tennis balls, Nylabones, and then her knock toys that are made by Kong. I'll show you what that is at the end too. And then lastly is definitely playing in the snow. Guide dog tag. And so the first question is, summarize your guide dog's personality in 5 words. And so I went through this ahead of time and wrote down my answers just a little bit. So I said she's goofy, sweet, confident, silly, and loving. And that is definitely Sheba, right? You're all so sleepy. What is the best thing about your guide dog? Okay, so I said her overbite. So Sheba has, let me see, can you sit up? Go stand up. Yay! Sheba has a big old overbite. It doesn't affect her ability to eat or anything, but I happen to love it very much. It's cute. You're tired. You can go back to sleep. And so yeah, that's my favorite fun part of Sheba, but definitely my favorite part about her would be just the independence she gives me. I forgot. She also loves belly rubs. What is the funniest thing your guide dog has ever been? So it's really hard to choose just one thing because Sheba makes me laugh all the time. But one thing that really made me laugh was I was in a public restroom with a friend, and they chose the stall next door, and Sheba decided that she needed to go visit my friend right at that moment. So she stuck her noggin under the stall door wall and said hi to our friend, and it was very funny. Has your guide dog ever gotten you to any embarrassing situations? Most definitely she has. So Sheba is a sniffer, and she loves to sniff things. And so sometimes if we're standing in line, Sheba will sniff the person's butt in front of us. And that can be awkward because they turn around thinking I took their butt, but it was just Sheba. And then it's not really embarrassing, but it's kind of amusing, is Sheba likes to grunt and make little noises in class, and sometimes she times them just perfectly with something the professor has said. What's your guide dog like on harness? So when she was in her harness, she is very confident. She has a steady pull, she's very determined to do what has been asked of her, and she loves to work, and she's definitely serious. She's nowhere near as goofy as she is out of harness, but she still does let out some snorts. Where does your guide dog seem to work the best? Sheba definitely works the best in large crowds and big cities. She loves to maneuver around people and do her job and just flawlessly. It's almost like we're dancing the way she moves us through people, but that's her favorite thing to do. What's your guide dog's favorite thing to do with off harness? Oh, definitely play catch it with her tennis balls, or any ball. She likes to play catch. Has your guide dog ever done anything that goes beyond the call of duty? Well, it's not entirely part of her job description, but she helps me socially, so she kind of breaks the ice with new people, and people are much more willing to approach someone with a dog that's really cute than someone with a cane. And so I definitely think that has been helpful. So I grabbed a few things I told you I was going to show you after the video, and Sheba's very interested in them. But this is a long white cane. It folds up, but it also folds out all the way. And this is what I used before getting Sheba. And then I brought a random nylon. I just picked one up. There's probably about 12 strewn around everywhere. So Sheba actually just took that for me. And then here it is. I grabbed a tennis ball. Again, there's a lot of these laying around. And then these are what I meant by the ropes toys by Kong. So this is an elephant, and this is probably one of her favorites. This is Ellie. And Ellie has ropes in her legs, not in her head, and in her body. And then she also has a squeaker. And Sheba loves to chew on Ellie. And then this is Moose. Moose is also a Kong toy, but he has ropes that actually come out all the way. So this is what's on the inside of Ellie the elephant. And Moose has seen better days, but she loves Moose. Ready? Ready? Assuming she's gonna come back. Here. Way! Would you like up? Yeah, okay. Oh. Apparently one toss was enough. Okay, well, thank you guys for watching, and please let me know if you have any more requests for videos. You could go to sleep. That's another thing she does is sometimes when she's yawned, she makes a little noise at the end. Yeah?